This is Tory Brown for YSM Sports Media. Today I want to talk about the inaugural day of the XFL, or the inaugural anniversary of the NFL, or the opening of the NFL, XFL, whatever you want to call it. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC, the XFL opens again after they fixed some of their systematic issues and their structural issues, which kind of made the level of football a little bit cheesy. But I just want to talk about how much money they have in their budget and the insurance they have. For a league to come out now and not have the rules that the NFL has as far as helmet-to-helmet contact, player safety, and CTE prevention, and to promote excessive violence and physicality of football, they got to have a sick insurance policy, like based off a fucking hedge fund or something, making a lot of money, because the settlement money the NFL paid out like $4 billion in CTE settlements and didn't lose a beat. Like $4 billion plus the lawyer fees and didn't lose a beat. Made more money. So the NFL does this shit where like they go to the corporate investors and say, look, if y'all fuck with the XFL, we're not gonna fuck with y'all. So they try to get like the big corporations that spend the most money to be a brand that's loyal to the NFL and be synonymous. So they could use this shit called like marketing brand synergy and shit like that, where like we could use the fan base for 2 or 3 different products to combine for one mega market. Like for instance, if like the WWF fans or WWE fans, if they did a demographic search, 90% of them are football fans too, because of the market is mostly southern, rural, and down south. Like that's where they get all their money at. Like New York and the big cities do their thing, but the down south market is just, it's a different type of sense of urgency. Like when WrestleMania come to Atlanta or Memphis, because wrestling's huge down there. Wrestling's so huge that they got the little bootleg wrestling shit, and they still make millions, and they still on TNT. So the bootleg wrestling shit that Chris Jericho run, which is still pretty good wrestling, got a deal with TBS and TNT. They making good money. It's a good distribution deal. With that being said, for the XFL to have a distribution deal with ABC, they stepped their shit up already. They got it with Fox and ABC. So they got the same platform as the NFL. NFL players. The NFL is so picky with the process and they so cheap with them rosters that it's only 53 men or something at the end of the fucking season. There's still probably 1,000 niggas in the world that can still play NFL football. There's not enough space on that roster. Now these niggas get a chance to play. Watch, the quality of this football is going to be way better. It's going to be better than the CFL or as good, and the real football players are going to watch because it's going to be brand name players. And I think like ultimately it's going to be a success unless they make bad marketing decisions and bad decisions like they did with the first XFL as far as the product. As long as these niggas go out there and play a high level and don't be out there fumbling and looking sloppy as fuck, and the level of play is not too different between the NFL and the XFL, meaning the NFL is a 10.0 and the CFL is an 8.5. Or no, if NFL is a 10.0 and the CFL is an 8, they got to be a 9 for them to fit in that market and get their own brand establishment. So I'm just thinking that, and they got Andrew Luck Dad as the commissioner. They got Bob Stoops. They got Steve Spurrier. They got real fucking football guys and real All-American guys. They got guys that were successful in the NFL that chose to go to the XFL. Not because they did it because they had a scandal or did it because they got fired. No, chose to. So I just think that it's a beautiful thing for the world of football because it gives guys jobs. It gives guys jobs that like get caught up in politics and don't get a chance to play on a roster, came from a small division like I did, and don't get a shot. But if they got a shot, you can't tell them they can't make the team because every chance they got in life to step up or got challenged, they always met the challenge. So I just think it's beautiful for XFL to give these football players and these young guys a chance to make a living and change their families' lives, but still promote the great game of football. And I think it's a beautiful thing. This is Tory Brown for YSM Sports Media. Y'all be safe. Be safe.